Hello everybody, this is Gary. Today is Saturday, October 26th. It is 1:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States in Rochester, New York. And this is my coping with schizophrenia blog entry for today. Today I wanted to go over all my medications and what their uses are for. I'm on quite a few medications. There's like 7 or 8. And I'm going to quickly go through them and what their usage is for. So I'll start right now. The first medication I have is called ranitidine, but it's also got a brand name to it, which I can't remember off the top of my head, and it's not on the bottle. But ranitidine is for acid reflux. It's not a psychiatric drug. It's for my gut and keeping my acid stomach down and keep me from developing ulcers. The next one is benzotropine, also known as cogentin. It is for the agitation that comes from taking Haldol, which is another medication I take. It's an antipsychotic. And benzotropine is supposed to handle things like hand tremors and agitation that come from that medication. The next one is mirtazapine, also known as Remeron. It's an antidepressant, but I take it to help me sleep, not so much as an antidepressant for depression, but to help me sleep, and it's non-addictive. And that's an antidepressant. The next one is tamsulosin, also known as Flomax. I take that for an enlarged prostate so I can urinate, because if I don't take this, then my prostate grows and I can't urinate. It blocks the flow of urine, which is very painful. The next drug is quetiapine, also known as Seroquel. I take 1,000 milligrams at bedtime every night, which is 5 tablets because they're 200 milligram tablets. And this is the main medication I'm on. If anything else that I take, this drug right here is the main one that I take for my schizophrenia and my psychosis and my paranoia. I also take Haldol, but that's what's known as a PRN, take only as needed. But this is something I have to take every night. That's Seroquel. The next one is Haldol, which I just mentioned. It says take 1 tablet by mouth twice a day if needed for breakthrough psychosis. I'm not sure what breakthrough psychosis is, but I'm only supposed to take Haldol, also known as Haloperidol, when I need it twice a day. No more than twice a day. It's for psychosis and hallucinations, delusions, and things like that. The next drug I have is called propranolol. This is an interesting one because this is known as a beta blocker. It's high blood pressure medication, but I don't take it for blood pressure. This is being used as a psychiatric drug to reduce the tremors in my hand, reduce anxiety in my body. This is supposed to reduce some of the symptoms of anxiety, like rapid heartbeat, sweating, rapid breathing, that kind of thing. The next medication I take is gabapentin, also known as Neurontin. This one I take 2 tablets 3 times a day. The tablets are 300 milligram capsules, and like I said, it's also known as Neurontin. I take it for anxiety and what's known as akathisia. Akathisia is just restlessness that comes from taking my psychiatric medications, and so this is for side effects as well as anxiety. That's Neurontin. The next medication is, well, it's called DOK, which is a Colace. It's a non-psychiatric drug. It's for the side effects of my medications that cause constipation. This drug is a stool softener, and I get the constipation from the drugs like gabapentin, which is Neurontin, the Remeron, and a couple other things. So in order to have regular bowel movements, I take Colace. I already said that drug. That drug is cogentin, benzotropine. The next drug is Protonix, also known as pantoprazole. I take that for acid reflux. It's a non-psychiatric drug. It's for heartburn and preventing ulcers. I already went through that one. I already did that. I actually have several bottles of cogentin that I'm not supposed to be having all at once. Also, the next one is Atarax, also known as hydroxyzine. That's just an antihistamine, and I take it for anxiety because it sort of works like Benadryl. It's supposed to calm you down without being addictive. I already went through that one. And I think those are all my medications and what they're used for. If you notice, some of my medications that I'm using are actually medical drugs most of the time, and I'm taking them for psychiatric reasons. For example, Neurontin is for nerve pain in people who have neurological disorders that cause physical pain. I take it for anxiety. The propranolol is known as a beta blocker. It's a blood pressure medication, but I take it for anxiety, agitation, and tremor in my hands as the side effects of other medications. So a lot of these drugs are medical drugs used for psychiatric reasons. Some of them are just medical usage, and I'm on a wide variety of medications. I can't even count right now what they are. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bottles of medications here. And I know a lot of people are going to get upset and say I shouldn't be taking that kind of medication in those numbers, those too many prescriptions. The fact is, if I didn't take these medications as prescribed, I would probably end up homeless and I wouldn't be able to do these videos. I would be confused, psychotic, hallucinating, delusional. So all of these medications for now are necessary to keep me stable and get me through my day and help me sleep at night. So I don't have a problem with taking all these medications. Other people may not want to do that, but I function better with them than without them. I have no desire to be homeless, lying on the sidewalk in the door of an abandoned building, sleeping in a sleeping bag or a tent on the sidewalk. Taking my medication prevents those things from happening. But that's all for now. I just wanted to go over the medications that I take and point out the fact that a lot of medical drugs can be used for psychiatric reasons. Like, comment, subscribe, share. But that's all I wanted to say. I mean, I'm on a lot of medications. I have one other thing. I have on Monday, today's Saturday. On Monday, I'm scheduled to see my psychiatry clinic, the nurse, because while I do take Haldol as an antipsychotic as needed, I also get a shot or an injection of Haldol at the beginning or at the end of every month, once every 28 days or so. It's injected into the muscle of the left or right arm, and it releases over 30 days in a steady amount to keep you stable. If for some reason I didn't take my Seroquel one night, or I ran out of one of my medications and I accidentally skipped a dose, the Haldol keeps me stable for the whole month when they give me an injection in the muscle. There's a couple of drugs that do that. Not every antipsychotic is available in an injection. Like I said, I take Seroquel. Seroquel is an antipsychotic, but it's not available in a shot. It's only for pills. There is no preparation for an injection for Seroquel. So I take an injection of Haldol every day, and it lasts 30 days or 28 days or so. So I get the shot every month. My next appointment with my psychiatrist isn't until November 7th or 8th, I believe. And when I see him, I'm going to ask him about taking a drug called Wellbutrin to help me quit smoking. I'll also buy nicotine patches and gum. It's safe to use both of those at the same time. It's certainly safer than smoking a pack of cigarettes a day, which I do. So I'm going to buy the nicotine patch and the gum, and my psychiatrist will probably prescribe Zyban, or also known as Wellbutrin, if I ask for it, because everybody, including me, wants to see me quit smoking, and doing it cold turkey probably wouldn't work. So that's all for now. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Leave comments if you have any suggestions for me or observations.